Hello guys and welcome to the video. Today's video is inspired by Mrs. Bliss. So I'm going to show you the breakdown of this beat in FL Studio. Let's get into the video. First off, I used all the me to convert the vocal. Alright, so guys, like I said before, I'm going to share with you how I make this beat. But then, let's take a listen. This is on mixed version. Yeah, let's take a listen.
In the flow, I from my head, the flow. No be what show, if you check out, you gon' know. Blessings flow from my head out to my toes. No be joke, even for my face, see the show.
I know fi count, I know fi count, oh. The blessings of God upon me life, oh. See as my life be on balance, oh. Like the grace of the Lord taking me high, oh. Don't be fantasy, there's my reality. The anointing, the virtue, the Apollo, the baby. Say my God, to the boy, where you from?
So guys, as you can see, it's clipping. At the end of the video, I'm going to play the entire vibes so that you can take a listen. But then I've mixed it actually, but I had to disable all the plugin so that my RAM can be able to process it while my screen recording is still taking up. All right. So now the first thing I did actually is just to convert the vocal. I use an AI to sing it, or the me, and we have it like this.
In the flow, I from my head, the flow.
No be what show, if you check.
So guys, I'm sure you know the song already. Now the next thing I literally did actually is just to play the progression, you know. Let's take a listen. Alright, so literally that's what is going on right there. And the next thing we have that I did as well, you know, I also, you know, just copy the same chord and paste it here. We still have the same. So this one I use the strings, but for this one I just use a, you know, a pad. Alright, the name of the pad is called City of the Lost. And then for this one I use a pad as well, just to support this so that we can have it like this. This is the pad. Alright, literally it's the same thing. All right, and then I also add something like this, which is the progression. Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen with this.
In the flow, I from my head, the flow. Don't be what show, if you check out, you gon' know.
You can see how it's pretty loud now when I engage the plugin. You know, I told you I've mixed it a little bit. If I enable this one right now, let's take a listen.
In the flow, I from my head, the flow. Don't be what show, if you check out, you gon' know. Blessings flow from my head out to my toes. Don't be joke, even for my face, see the show.
So literally that's what we have going on there. I'm going to disable it at the end of everything. Of course, I'll play it for you guys to take a listen. Then we have this pad.
In the flow, I from my head, the flow.
Alright, and then we have the loop, and then that's shaker, and then at the same time we also have something like this. I did something like this. Let's take a listen now with this one.
From my head, the flow. Don't be what show, if you check out, you gon' know. Blessings flow from my.
You see, I already mixed the guitar. If I play only the guitar now, it's clipping right. Of course, I pan it to this one. If I engage this one, it's going to be very low because I've already mixed it. But I'm just going to reduce it a little bit. Then after, I'm going to return it. All right, so that's the idea right there. Okay, I hope you get the concept. And then let's get into it. Let's proceed. So another thing I did is just to, by the time you have the shaker now.
In the flow, I from my head, the flow. Don't be what show, if you check out, you gon' know. Blessings flow.
So here I just play the basic bass. All right, let's take a listen. Of course, the bass is actually louder than this. I've mixed it. If I enable this now, take a listen. So literally, that's what I did in that aspect. But together now, we're going to have it like this. If I had it together, like this. Now you can see that it's getting better. Literally, they didn't really do any much, and some little melody going on. So I had to just stop that. I didn't include the melody so that I don't get copyright strike, because I don't want it to be too very close, but I try as much as possible to make it pretty close. I don't want it to be 100% so that I don't get copyright strike. And you understand what I'm saying? So that's the idea, and just duplicate it and just do some little touch. So the major groove of this song is the bass, and which is the one I find most interesting. So let's take a listen from this point.
The blessings of God upon me life. See as my life become balance.
So this is what I played actually. It's louder than this. If I enable the bass, you see it. Ish. Alright, so it's clipping. So I'm just going to come here, switch smart, say for our plugins. And then I may need to just play only this one for you guys. All right, I play different thing at the same time. This one is different from this one. This is another one. All right, so this is another groove as well. So I'm going to disable the mix. All right, it's going to be very low, you see now, because I want to have some other elements so that it doesn't crack. So let's take a listen from this point.
The blessings of God upon me life. See as my life become balance. So like the grace of the Lord taking me high. Oh, don't be fantasy. There is my reality. The anointing, the birthday, the Apollo, baby. Say my God to the poet where you papa me steadily. Surprising me, Costello. We'll see my energy. This your love, no be fallacy. You won't be black and so when say you do from your
and the kick, you see, just consistent. The kick is just consistent. And then you want to make sure you take it up, all right, so that you have a very heavy punch right there. And here I also change it a little bit here as well. Trust me, it's mixed, but I've disabled it. At the end of everything, I will just enable everything is mixed, but I disable it. All right, later I will enable them. So literally that's what I did to the entire beat. Literally that's what I did to the entire beat. And then I also play some groove here for the bass. You know, I also introduce another groove here. Let me just enable it for you guys. Let me just play like this so that you can let's add vocal to it.
Be the flow I have on my head. Oh, the rest be washed. If you said you below, that's the stroke. Now my head up to my toe. A little be joke or even for my destiny.
So that's literally what I played in that aspect, and just like that. Nothing much, all right. You know, we have different groove here. We also have another groove. You know, it's different. What we have here is quite different from this. Then another groove here, another groove here. Alright, right? Then we also have another groove here for the bass, right? We also have another groove here. So I'm going to disable this one again. Pretty does everything. And then, like I said before, and this one, I just use a guitar for this one. All right, I use a guitar for this one, and I use a bass, strings, pad, and the piano, and we have the loop. All right, which I did extra. I don't want to waste the, so I don't want the video to be too long. That's why I had to create this one extra. All right, so literally that's what I did in that aspect. But then let me show you guys the instrument that I use for all these ones. All right, now the first instrument is Analog Lab. All right, that's the first instrument, and the name of the preset is called City of the Lost. Then of course I use a Journey in a Bass and More. That's a Subbone bass. All right, so the name of the preset is called A Journey in a Bass and More. And then I just use a pad. I use any strings of a choice, use any pad of a choice, and your bass. And for the bass, I used Easy Bass for the bass. I use this one for the bass. I use two bass, literally. I use two bass. All right, you can see it now. All right, the reason why it's quite big like this is because the resolution of my screen is big. That's why it's big like this. So if I change the frame rate, the size of my screen to maybe like 100, you're going to see everything very moderate, like very small. All right, I can see every note because there's still extra notes under here. All right, so that will be after this video, but then you get the concept. In case you have your Easy Bass and it's very big, all you need to do is just close everything, close the FL Studio, close it, and then set your resolution, your frame size, your screen size. You can display size. All right, you just set it to maybe like 100. Then everything is going to be very small. Even this software is going to be very small, so that all the plugin that you install is going to be moderate. You can see all of them without cutting out. All right, so that's the idea. But then let's just leave it like this. So what I'm going to do right now is to play the entire beat so that we can take a listen, and let me know what you guys think in this video, if you find it helpful. And literally what I did is just to add some little feel. All right, there's nothing too much, nothing crazy. Yeah, so let's take a listen why I mix the beats, and then yeah, let me just show you how I mix it. I don't really do much. All right, as you can see it, so as you can see, we have the piano. Literally what I added to the piano is this one. Just, you can see the preset, it's pretty. I had an EQ and a compressor, and I roll off the low, all of them. Make sure you roll off the low, except the bass. You want to leave the bass. And for the vocal, because it's an AI, we don't really need to do much. All right, the essence of this video is just to share with you how I create the beat and not necessarily the vocal. All right, so that's the idea of this production. For the jazz guitar, that's the name of the guitar that I used. All right, and then you can see it. I had the Valhalla to hit like 30% to decay, and then I roll off the low. Make sure you roll off all the lows except the kick and the bass. All right, because there's a way of processing that. All right, and then you make sure that sidechain this to the kick, and so that each time the kick ducks, so that each time the kick plays, the bass will duck down a little bit. Let's take, for instance, let's take a listen so that you know what I'm talking about. For here right now, I'm just going to enable this one and the kick as well, so you can see now. So every time it plays, you can see it's cracking because there are a lot of presets and a lot of plugins, and all these plugins, they are very heavy. All right, most of my stuff, they are external except this one, and I'm only using this one to control the bass. All right, you can see that anytime the kick ducks, it ducks down. So literally that's how I did that, so that the kick can punch through. All right, so literally that's everything, and then I just route all of them, as you can see it, to another insert. All right, I just route all of them to this guy, then this one will now come here. So here now I can see remove like 16 dB, so that if everything is too loud, after mixing everything, I realize that it's pretty loud, so I just remove this guy minus 16 dB, and then I have this guy so that it can make it a bit heavy. All right, let's get into the prompting.
He the flow, I from my head they flow. No be wash, oh, if you check out, you gon' know. Blessings flow from my head out to my toes. No be joke, oh, even for my face, see the show.
I know we count, though. The blessings of God upon me life, oh. See as my life be a balance, so now the grace of the Lord taking me high, oh. Don't be further, see, there's my reality. The anointing never keep the call of baby. Say I go to the body where you found me steadily, you surprising me constantly, oh. You see my end.